Gamer is next in Los Angeles. Hi, Gamer. How are you?
Hey, Dave. How are you? It's a pleasure speaking with you.
You too. What's up?
I'm calling on behalf of my parents. I've been listening to the show for a long time, and I noticed my parents are living a little bit differently, and I just want to know if how I can help them. So they really believe in having a credit score. So they spend everything every month on a credit card, and they always pay it off. So for 20 years, they've never had any overcharges. They've never had any late payments or any interest payments, but they really believe having a credit score is valuable in this country. How do I get them off of that idea?
How old are you?
I am 21.
You're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not going to get them off the idea.
Oh, okay.
They've been doing this since before you were born. They don't want your opinion.
Well, I mean,
we call it the powdered butt syndrome. Once someone has powdered your butt, they don't want your opinion about money or sex. And so the chances of mom and dad listening to a 21-year-old preach to them about how to handle their money is almost zero unless they ask. And now what you can do is a couple of things. One, I mean, you're not going to be able to sit down and have a one-on-one debate with your dad and him suddenly stop doing what he's been doing since before you were born. You follow me? You just don't have credibility to do that. But you can tell them about your story. They're going to disagree. They're not going to like your story. You're living without a credit score. You're living on a cash basis. You're not going into debt so that you can go into debt, so that you can go into debt, so that you can go into debt, which is the credit score dog chasing its tail that the whole culture lives with. I'm going into debt. Why? So that I can go into debt. Why? So that I can go into debt. Why? So that I can go into debt. And that's what your dad has done his whole life. And he's, he thinks that FICO is his provider, and FICO's not his provider. Wealth is his provider. And the good job, he's probably done a good job with money. It sounds like they're very disciplined, and that they've used as you said, moving to this country, they've used that as an opportunity, and I suspect they've built some wealth.
Yeah, my second question is that my dad's looking to buy a second home to give out as a rental property as an income, because my dad doesn't have any kind of investment or 401k since he works on his own. My mom has a small 401k from her work, but it's only $25,000 in there. But my dad has nothing except like his nest egg, which he wants to buy a property with debt to rent out for income. Is that should I try to encourage him to also put some of that into investing and then use the rest of it for debt? Or
I would avoid a rental property with debt. I don't tell people to do that, and I would tell him to first build his Roth IRA and your mom's Roth IRA in some good growth stock mutual funds. So bottom line is they haven't built wealth. I was wrong. I thought they had. But they're basically broke because they've been worshiping at the altar of the great FICO. So number one, tell them your story. Number two, you could give them a copy of our book, introduce them to the idea, let someone else talk to them about it. But I doubt they're going to take your advice. It would be unusual for them to do so.